Ever since the very first turkey vest on the market, it was a Turkey Mac made by Albert McMillan back in 1976. He was from Carthage, Mississippi. And that vest, it had a drop seat, had 2 pockets on either side, place to put your calls, and it really helped you keep yourself organized and gave you a comfortable seat there in the woods. Well, they've come a long way since Albert's first turkey vest back in the 70s. One of my favorites, and the one that I use all the time, it's offered at Bass Pro Shops, and it's called the Bucklick Creek. One of the things that makes this vest really unique is that it's got a hard back. When you put your back against the tree, so often you're there for a while, it'll make it feel like that tree is just growing right into your back. This will give you some cushion. In addition to that, it's got a drop seat on the inside. Drops right down. I don't use it that often. I do in some places where I don't have a tree, but I keep it up and I use it for additional back support, because what I'll use down on the ground is what I'm sitting on, and that is a turkey chair. And again, I'm asked so many times, what do you carry, Rob? What do you feel is important? I usually have 2 pot calls. One of them, well, it's going to be a slate. And the other pot call that I carry is aluminum call. It gives me a little higher pitch. On the inside, on this side of my vest, I may have my crow call, which I use in the spring as a locator. This is where I keep my mask. I always keep an extra mask, because there's always sometimes that you lose it, forget it, or maybe the guy you're hunting with doesn't have one. I come down on the inside, the next zippered pocket. This is where I carry the equipment I use after the kill. A pen to fill out a tag if it needs to be filled out or punched. I also, believe it or not, carry a scale. I like to weigh that turkey. My knife that I use to, when I skin out a turkey, when I cape out a turkey, I've always got that right in there. I carry a couple of plastic bags. Sometimes you make that headshot. It is quite bloody when you're carrying it back to the truck. And I've got some long wire zip ties that I take and wrap around that to tighten it up so it doesn't come off that turkey's neck. A little Leatherman tool in here. There's always something that seems to need to be adjusted. Then I come down here. I've got a tape measure, some black electrical tape. In the other pocket, things like handy wipes and a couple little other things that I use to measure. It's a scorecard to measure turkeys for wild turkey records. Then I come to the other side of that vest. You'll find that I carry 2 boxes. I carry a short box, and at the same time I carry a long box. Each one of them for a different purpose, each one with a different voice. Then I go into my large outside pockets. The one thing I carry in there is my Gobble Tube. And then I've got a piece that I attach it to if I want to amplify or change the sound of that gobble. Some extra rubber. In addition to that, when I'm out west, a lot of times when I'm spring hunting, I want to take and locate those turkeys. I'll use a coyote call. I keep that coyote call in there as well. Then I go to the outside. I keep sandpaper, extra shells, and then one of the little scrub sticks that I use when I'm working a piece of ceramic on a ceramic pot. On the inside, that's my chalk pocket. And I keep my rounded chalk, cylindrical chalk, keep it in a plastic tube. So it's always kept neat, doesn't break, doesn't flake off. Then I look onto the inside big pocket. It's got an inside pocket. I carry 3 different types of strikers, each one a different weight, different material. Many times when you're getting set up at the base of a tree, or the place you want to call from, you're going to need a clippers. I keep that clippers in there as well. And of course, you always have to have some TP. You never know when nature calls. I've always got some of that. You never know when you need a little bit of extra cord for one thing or another. Then I go to the back, and I like a vest that's got a big pouch, because in there, my Montana decoys, the ones that fold out. They're the ones that so many times I will use when I can't finish him off hen yelping. I'll take the game to him and simply pop it out. And I might stick a bottle of water in there, snack or something else, but my steaks are all in there as well. I also carry a seat that has folding legs when I travel. Being comfortable and giving this little bit of elevation can mean the difference between seeing that bird and able to make the shot, or maybe not seeing him at all. So anyway, if you're just starting out, decide what gear you want to take to the turkey woods, and then you can make the choice on the type of vest that's going to meet your needs. You'll not regret it. You'll feel good about it. You'll be organized, and your hunt will be successful, whether you squeeze the trigger or not. It'll be another great day in the turkey woods. Good gobbling to each and every one of you.